Have you ever wondered what secrets a 96-year-old woman, tucked away in a quiet Japanese mountain village, could reveal about love, relationships, and betrayal? What if I told you that the wisdom she carries could change not only how you see relationships, but also how you live them? In this video, we're diving deep into rare and profound lessons about life, trust, intimacy, and the scars left by betrayal. These aren't just ordinary pieces of advice. They're revelations passed down through generations. By the end of this video, you'll uncover the keys to true intimacy, the importance of loyalty, and how infidelity shapes relationships to their core. Stay with us because each piece of wisdom will challenge the way you perceive love, friendship, and the deeper meaning of human connection. The lessons here could transform how you approach your closest relationships, offering insights that go beyond surface-level understanding. And trust me, you won't want to miss the part where we reveal the hidden truths about trust, betrayal, and the lasting impact they have on our lives. So, if you're ready to unlock timeless wisdom and gain a new perspective on relationships that could shape your future, make sure to watch until the very end. The knowledge you'll gain could be life-changing. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. Sex without love is like a melody without harmony, a fleeting note that fades into the air, leaving behind an emptiness that lingers long after the moment has passed. It may seem to offer satisfaction in the heat of passion, but it is a shallow gratification, an illusion that crumbles when examined more closely. Without the deep connection that love brings, it lacks resonance, leaving only a hollow echo in the heart, a reminder of what could have been. The body may feel pleasure, but the soul remains untouched, yearning for something more profound, something lasting. In the absence of love, sex becomes a mere transaction, an act stripped of its magic, devoid of the tenderness that makes it truly meaningful. It is like a song without lyrics, beautiful but incomplete, lacking the words that give it depth and emotion. The hardest test in life is not simply to face change or to endure loss, but to do so without losing yourself in the process. It's the challenge of standing firm in your self-worth, even as the ground shifts beneath you, even as the people you love walk away, and the life you once knew unravels before your eyes. Change is inevitable. Loss is unavoidable. But what defines us is how we rise from the ashes of what was, and how we rebuild ourselves without letting bitterness or self-doubt take root. It is in these moments of heartache and transformation that we discover the true strength of our character. The storms of life are relentless, and often we feel adrift, tossed by waves of uncertainty and grief. But within that storm, we must anchor ourselves, hold fast to our sense of worth, and refuse to let the winds of loss strip away the essence of who we are. The ultimate test is learning to navigate the pain and uncertainty of life without allowing it to diminish our belief in our value. Infidelity is not just an act of betrayal. It is a wound that cuts deeper than words can express. It is an echo of loneliness that reverberates through the corridors of the heart, a silent scream for connection that was never answered. When someone strays, it is often not just about desire or temptation. It's about a deeper ache, a void that has gone unfilled. It is the ultimate betrayal, not only of trust but of the shared dreams, the whispered promises made in the quiet moments of intimacy. Infidelity takes something beautiful and shatters it, leaving behind shards of broken trust that can never be fully repaired. It is a fracture in the foundation of a relationship, the crack in the glass that distorts everything that comes after. And yet, beyond the act itself, it is the emotional abandonment, the isolation that hurts the most, the realization that the person you trusted with your heart chose to seek solace elsewhere. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. It's not the length of life that matters, but the depth of the moments we live. We measure our days and years, but what truly counts are the moments that take our breath away, the times when we feel most alive. Life is not about how long we live, but about how deeply we experience the world around us and how fully we connect with the people we love. Those who live shallowly, who never take risks or dive deep into the waters of vulnerability, miss out on the richness that life has to offer. It is the depth of our relationships, the intensity of our emotions, and the courage to love deeply that gives life its meaning. Time is fleeting, and in the end, what we remember are not the days, but the moments. The laughter shared with a friend, the touch of a lover's hand, the quiet moments of reflection that make us feel whole. Those who sow distrust inevitably reap storms. When we plant seeds of suspicion, dishonesty, and betrayal in our relationships, we invite chaos into our lives. Trust is the foundation upon which all meaningful connections are built, and without it, relationships crumble. Distrust corrodes the soul, eating away at the bonds that tie us to one another. It is a poison that seeps into every interaction, coloring our view of the world and making it impossible to experience true peace. To live a life of mistrust is to live in a constant state of fear and uncertainty, always waiting for the next betrayal, always questioning the sincerity of those around us. True connections are built on the solid ground of mutual trust, and without that trust, even the strongest relationships are doomed to fail. Trust is fragile, and once broken, it is nearly impossible to fully restore. True friends are those who stand by your side even when it would be easier to turn away. In times of crisis, when the world feels like it's falling apart, it is your true friends who remain steadfast, who hold your hand and offer their unwavering support. They don't flee when things get tough or when your flaws are laid bare. Instead, they stay, they listen, and they offer comfort when you feel most alone. A true friend doesn't need words to understand your pain. Their presence is enough. When the world feels heavy and you are struggling to carry your burdens, they help lighten the load, not because they have to, but because they want to. True friendship is a rare and precious gift, one that should never be taken for granted. It is the safety net that catches us when we fall, the light that guides us when the path ahead is dark. Sex, when shared without sincerity and respect, is like a poem without meaning. It may look beautiful on the surface, but when examined closely, it lacks the depth and substance that give it true value. Without an emotional connection, without the bond of trust and mutual respect, sex becomes a hollow act, devoid of the tenderness and passion that makes it special. It becomes just another physical transaction, a fleeting moment of pleasure that quickly fades, leaving nothing behind but an empty feeling. True intimacy, on the other hand, is more than just physical. It is the meeting of two souls, the merging of two hearts in a dance of vulnerability and trust. Without these elements, sex loses its magic, becoming a routine, a performance rather than a genuine expression of love. Loyalty in a relationship is the pillar that supports the roof under which love can grow and flourish. Without loyalty, love withers and dies, unable to withstand the trials and challenges that life inevitably brings. Loyalty is not just about being faithful. It is about being there for your partner, standing by their side through thick and thin and choosing them day after day, even when it would be easier to walk away. Loyalty is the promise that no matter what happens, you will face it together. It is the foundation upon which trust is built, and without it, no relationship can survive. Betraying someone you love is not just about infidelity. It is about choosing the easy way out at a time when your relationship needs you the most. It is about abandoning the person you promised to stand by, leaving them to face their pain alone. In the game of life, false friendships are like pawns in a chess match, easily sacrificed and rarely cherished. They are the relationships that fade away when the going gets tough, the people who disappear when you need them the most. False friends are there for the good times, but when the storm hits, they are nowhere to be found. They are the ones who smile to your face but talk behind your back, the ones who pretend to care but are only interested in what they can gain from being associated with you. These relationships are shallow, built on convenience rather than true connection. They may serve a purpose for a time, but in the end, they leave you feeling used and empty, realizing that they were never real to begin with. Sex, at its best, is the language of lovers, a way for two people to communicate their deepest feelings without words. It is a dance of bodies, a sharing of souls, a moment of pure connection. But without emotional depth, without the bond of love and respect, those words become empty, mere sounds that carry no real meaning. Infidelity is the ghost that haunts the promises made under the light of the stars, a shadow that lingers long after the act itself is over. It is the breach of trust that leaves scars on the heart, scars that may fade but never fully disappear. In the tapestry of life, each experience is a thread that contributes to the beauty of the whole. Every joy, every sorrow, every triumph, and every defeat is woven into the fabric of who we are, creating a rich and complex picture that tells the story of our lives. Relationships are like books. Some are short stories, brief and intense, while others are epic novels, full of chapters that span a lifetime. Some relationships are meant to teach us something, to give us a glimpse of what could be, while others are meant to last, to be the foundation upon which we build our lives. But when trust is broken, the silence between two hearts can be deafening, a void that no words can fill. It is a silence that speaks of hurt, of betrayal, of the loss of something sacred. Once trust is shattered, it is nearly impossible to rebuild. And even if it is restored, the relationship is never quite the same. True friendships are like stars, sometimes hidden from view, but always there when you need them. They are the constants in a world that is always changing, the anchors that keep you grounded when everything else feels uncertain. True intimacy goes beyond the physical. It is where two hearts meet in shared vulnerability, where love is not just a word, but a promise. A betrayal can cut the roots of a love that seemed unbreakable, leaving behind only the ruins of what once was. Sex without commitment may offer a moment of pleasure, but it rarely brings peace. It leaves a lingering ache, a sense of something missing, something unfulfilled. Infidelity is a window that, once opened, changes the view of a relationship forever, altering the landscape of love in ways that can never be undone. It is the crack in the glass that distorts everything, leaving only fragmented reflections of what once was whole. Life is a vast mosaic of encounters, and with each new person we meet, a piece is placed in the intricate pattern of our journey. Some leave bold, colorful marks, while others, more subtly, contribute to the background. But each encounter shapes us in ways we may not fully understand until we step back and view the larger picture. Relationships, however, are not mere collections of these moments. They are works of art that require both careful craftsmanship and continuous effort. Loving someone is not a passive act. It is an art that demands both inspiration and perspiration, a delicate balance of passion and dedication. To love is to create, to nurture, and to build something beautiful, but it also requires resilience and patience in the face of inevitable challenges. Betrayal, on the other hand, is a wound so deep that time may eventually soften its sting, but the scar it leaves behind will forever tell its story. It is a mark etched into the fabric of your being, a reminder that trust once given can be taken away in a moment of weakness or deception. Yet, while time may heal, the scar remains as a testament to the pain endured, the lessons learned, and the strength it took to overcome. Betrayal reveals the fragility of the human heart, but it also uncovers its resilience. The heart may break, but in its healing, it grows stronger, wiser, and more discerning. Betrayal is not the end. It is the beginning of understanding, a call to reevaluate who we trust and why we value certain connections. Friends who only appear in times of prosperity are like flowers that bloom brightly under the warm glow of the sun, but wither and fade under the scorching heat of adversity. These friendships, while beautiful in moments of ease, are ephemeral, fleeting, and unable to withstand the trials that true companionship demands. When life's storms roll in and the winds of hardship blow, these fair-weather friends vanish, leaving only the memory of their brief and superficial presence. True friends, however, are the ones who remain by your side when the skies darken, offering shelter from the storm, their loyalty unwavering even in the face of life's most difficult challenges. In the grand theater of life, fidelity is the leading role, a part that few truly know how to interpret with the honor and dedication it deserves. To be faithful is to choose commitment every single day, to stand firm in your promises even when temptation whispers sweetly in your ear. It is the ultimate test of character, an expression of love not just in words, but in actions that reflect the depth of your devotion. Fidelity is not merely a duty. It is a choice made out of respect for both yourself and the person you love. It is the foundation upon which trust is built. And without it, relationships crumble under the weight of uncertainty and fear. Sex, when infused with love and respect, is like a painting brought to life by the most beautiful and vibrant colors. The strokes of passion, tenderness, and emotional connection blend to create something deeply intimate and uniquely profound. It is through the palette of emotional depth that the most breathtaking experiences are born, and without that connection, the canvas remains dull and lifeless. Those who live their lives by appearances, who value surface-level connections over genuine emotional intimacy, sow seeds of loneliness in the garden of true relationships. They may surround themselves with people, but their hearts remain barren, unfulfilled by the shallow connections they've cultivated. The pain of betrayal, while excruciating, reveals both the strength and the fragility of the human heart. To be betrayed is to be reminded of how vulnerable we are when we love, and how much of ourselves we give to those we trust. But it also reminds us of our capacity to endure, to heal, and to love again, even after the deepest of wounds. False friendships, like dense fogs, may seem impenetrable from a distance, but upon closer inspection, they are revealed to be insubstantial, offering no true support or comfort when it is most needed. They are illusions, lacking the depth and substance required to withstand the tests of time and adversity. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. In any relationship, respect is as crucial as love, if not more so. Love without respect is like a flower without roots, beautiful, but ultimately unsustainable. Respect is what grounds love, what gives it strength and resilience. It is the acknowledgement of the other person's worth, the recognition of their value not just as a partner, but as an individual deserving of dignity and care. Without respect, love becomes possessive, controlling, and selfish, losing the purity and selflessness that make it true. True intimacy is a dialogue without words, as deep and mysterious as the ocean. It is a connection that transcends the physical, a meeting of hearts and souls in a place where vulnerability is not feared but embraced. It is in this space of shared vulnerability that love grows strongest, nourished by the honesty and openness that true intimacy requires. Infidelity, however, not only breaks hearts but rewrites memories. It casts a shadow over the past, tainting even the most cherished moments with doubt and pain. What was once beautiful becomes bittersweet, and the future once dreamed of is stolen in an instant. Life, in its infinite wisdom, teaches us through our mistakes. Each failure, each misstep, is a lesson in disguise, an opportunity to learn and grow. It is through these experiences that we gain the insight and understanding needed to navigate the complexities of love, friendship, and trust. Relationships, like dances, require both partners to be in sync. When one person falters, the music stops, and the dance becomes disjointed and awkward. But when both are in harmony, moving together with grace and fluidity, the dance becomes a thing of beauty, a testament to the power of connection. Betraying someone is not just a momentary lapse in judgment. It is the theft of a future once promised, the destruction of dreams that were meant to be shared. It is the ultimate act of selfishness, a choice that leaves scars not just on the heart, but on the soul. Yet, even in the aftermath of betrayal, true friends remain a haven, a place of refuge in the storm. They are the ones who hold you when you feel like falling apart, who remind you of your worth when you've forgotten, and who help you rebuild when everything has been shattered. True friends are the lighthouses in the darkest nights, guiding you back to shore when you've lost your way. Life is not a straight path, but a winding road filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. Along the way, we encounter love and loss, joy and sorrow, and through it all we learn. Each person we meet and each relationship we form leaves an imprint on our hearts, shaping who we are and who we will become. Some will bring joy, others pain, but all are necessary for the tapestry of our lives to be complete. In the end, it is the depth of our connections, the strength of our friendships, and the love we give and receive that matters most. Life may be unpredictable, but it is in these relationships that we find meaning, purpose, and ultimately ourselves. Sex without love is like a meal without seasoning. Nourishing, perhaps even filling, but devoid of the richness that makes it truly satisfying. It may momentarily quench the body's hunger, but it leaves the soul craving something deeper, something more profound. Without love, sex is reduced to a mere physical exchange, a fleeting moment that dissipates as quickly as it arrives, never leaving a lasting impression. It lacks the sweetness of connection, the warmth of affection, and the fulfillment that comes from knowing that both body and soul are intertwined. Love is the seasoning that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, elevating the experience to something unforgettable, something that lingers long after the moment has passed. Infidelity, much like a leak in a boat, may at first seem insignificant, a minor flaw that can easily be overlooked. But over time, that small leak grows, slowly filling the vessel with water until, without warning, it becomes too much to bear. The boat that once sailed so smoothly is now in danger of sinking under the weight of accumulated deceit. Infidelity undermines the very foundation of trust that holds a relationship afloat. With each lie and each betrayal, the water rises higher until what was once a stable, loving partnership is left teetering on the edge of collapse. What may have started as a moment of weakness or temptation becomes a force that erodes the bonds of love, leaving only a hollow shell where once there was security and devotion. Each day of life is a new scene in our personal story, a fresh page upon which we write the narrative of our existence. And just like any good story, it is filled with twists and turns, moments of joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat. But when it comes to relationships, the plot hinges on one essential element: honesty. Honesty is the key that opens all doors, the glue that binds two people together in a world that often pulls them apart. Without honesty, there can be no trust, and without trust, love cannot flourish. In a world filled with uncertainty, being truthful with your partner is a promise that no matter what comes, you will face it together with open hearts and clear minds. It is the cornerstone of a relationship built to last. A betrayal, no matter how painful, reveals far more about the betrayer than the victim. It uncovers the insecurities, fears, and selfish desires that drive someone to break the bonds of trust. For the one betrayed, it may feel like a personal failure, as if they were somehow inadequate or unworthy of loyalty. But the truth is, betrayal is a reflection of the betrayer's inner turmoil, a testament to their inability to honor the promises they've made. It is they who are lacking, they who must face the consequences of their actions, and they who must live with the knowledge that they chose the path of deceit over the strength of commitment. Betrayal is a scar on the heart, but it is also a lesson in resilience and self-worth. False friendships, like counterfeit coins, may glitter and shine, but when examined closely, they lack true value. They are difficult to identify at first, often blending in with genuine connections. But over time, their emptiness becomes apparent. These friendships offer nothing of substance, no real support or loyalty, only the illusion of companionship. Like coins that cannot be spent, false friends are useless when the trials of life come knocking. When you need them most, they vanish, leaving you to navigate your struggles alone. Genuine friendships, on the other hand, are priceless, forged in the fires of shared experience and mutual respect. They are rare and precious, worth more than all the glittering pretenders combined. Sex can be an expression of love, a sacred union where two souls come together, not just in body, but in heart and mind. In these moments, sex is a language all its own, a dialogue spoken without words, where emotions flow freely and the connection is deepened. But it can also be a fleeting whisper in the vast night of loneliness, a brief encounter that satisfies a physical need while leaving the emotional void untouched. It is the difference between a passionate embrace and a cold transaction, between a loving gesture and a hollow act. Relationships, like gardens, require constant care and attention. Neglect them, and the weeds of indifference and disconnection will take over, choking the life out of what was once vibrant and flourishing. Betrayal is the shadow that lurks in the unlit corners of commitment, always waiting for the moment when doubt, insecurity, or temptation takes hold. It is a darkness that seeps into the light of love, tainting even the most cherished moments with suspicion and pain. But in the wake of betrayal, true friends are like anchors, holding you steady even in the roughest of seas. They keep you grounded when everything feels as though it's slipping away, reminding you of your worth and helping you navigate the turbulent waters of loss and betrayal. They are the solid ground beneath your feet, the rock to which you cling when the storms of life threaten to sweep you away. Sex is not just a physical act. It is a dialogue between souls, an intimate conversation where bodies speak the unspoken desires, fears, and longings of the heart. In its truest form, sex is a reflection of the emotional connection between two people, a way of deepening the bond that already exists. Without that connection, it becomes hollow, a mere transaction that lacks meaning or fulfillment. Infidelity, like a broken mirror, reflects the truths we often choose to ignore. The cracks in a relationship that we were too afraid to face, the unspoken dissatisfaction that lingered beneath the surface. When the mirror shatters, it reveals the full scope of the damage, forcing us to confront the realities we tried so hard to avoid. Life is not measured by the actions we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. It is not the grand gestures or the monumental achievements that define us, but the small, fleeting moments of joy, connection, and love. A strong relationship is built on the foundation of transparency and mutual respect. Without these pillars, even the most passionate love will eventually crumble under the weight of unspoken resentment and unmet expectations. Betrayal is the ultimate test of forgiveness, a challenge that forces us to dig deep within ourselves and find the strength to let go of the pain or to walk away from the relationship entirely. Overcoming betrayal requires a kind of inner strength that few possess, but for those who do, it is a testament to their resilience and capacity for love. False friendships are like shadows on water, appearing to be close, but when you reach out, they slip through your fingers, impossible to grasp. They may give the illusion of closeness, but in reality, they offer no real substance or support. They are reflections, nothing more, and when you try to lean on them, you find there is nothing solid to hold on to. True friends, however, are like stars in the night sky, sometimes obscured by clouds but always there, shining brightly when you need them most. Sex without connection is like dancing without music, movements that may seem graceful but lack rhythm, meaning, and joy. Without the emotional bond that love provides, sex is reduced to mere motion, devoid of the magic that makes it a true expression of intimacy. Infidelity is the earthquake that shakes the very foundations of a relationship, leaving cracks and fissures that can never be fully repaired. It is a force that disrupts the balance, causing the trust, once so solid, to crumble. In the narrative of life, each person we meet is a chapter that contributes to our story. Some are brief, others long, but each one leaves an indelible mark on the pages of our lives. The essence of a lasting relationship is not found in the absence of conflict, but in the ability to navigate those conflicts together, to face the challenges with honesty, respect, and love. Betrayal, like a slow-acting poison, deteriorates love from the inside out, corroding the trust that once held two people together. It is a gradual process, one that often goes unnoticed until the damage is done and the relationship is beyond repair. But even in the face of betrayal, love, if it is strong enough, can survive. It may be changed and scarred by the experience, but if both partners are willing to rebuild, it can emerge stronger than before. True friends are like rare diamonds, precious, irreplaceable, and valuable beyond measure. They are not found in abundance, and when discovered, they must be cherished and protected. True friends stand by your side when life storms rage, offering comfort, strength, and unwavering support. Their loyalty and love shine brightly even in the darkest times, and their value is not in the ease of the relationship, but in the depth of the bond. Just like diamonds, true friendships are forged through pressure and time, becoming stronger with each shared experience, each moment of joy and hardship. They reflect the light of your soul, reminding you of your worth and your capacity for love. True sex, much like true friendship, is not just a physical act. It is a meeting of souls, a sacred union where two people connect on the deepest levels of intimacy. It is an expression of love, trust, and vulnerability, a language spoken without words, where every touch is a gesture of understanding, and every sigh is a promise of closeness. When sex is shared in love, it becomes a powerful form of communication, a dance where both partners are in tune with each other's needs, desires, and emotions. It transcends a physical and becomes an emotional experience that nourishes both the body and the soul, leaving both partners feeling seen, cherished, and fulfilled. Infidelity, however, often begins long before the act of betrayal. It starts with the loss of respect, the quiet erosion of the foundation that once held a relationship together. Long before love fades, respect weakens, creating cracks in the bond that allow doubt, insecurity, and temptation to seep in. Infidelity is not just a single act. It is a series of bad choices and small betrayals of trust that compound over time. It is the slow unraveling of commitment, the gradual drifting apart that eventually leads to a breaking point. When respect is lost, love soon follows. And what was once a partnership grounded in mutual care and trust becomes a fragile shell, vulnerable to the storms of life. Life, in its essence, is a series of meetings and farewells. Every encounter, every relationship, and every chapter in our lives is temporary, and what truly matters is not the duration of these experiences, but what we learn from them. Every person we meet teaches us something. Every goodbye offers us a chance to reflect, to grow, and to better understand ourselves and the world around us. In relationships, every argument and every conflict is an opportunity to delve deeper into each other's hearts, to uncover new layers of understanding. Arguments, when handled with respect and care, are not signs of weakness, but opportunities to strengthen the bond between partners. The wound of betrayal, while excruciating, can be one of the greatest teachers in life. It forces us to confront the fragility of trust, the complexity of human relationships, and the power of forgiveness. Betrayal teaches us that trust is not to be taken lightly, and that it must be earned and nurtured. It also teaches us that forgiveness, while difficult, is not something we offer for the sake of the betrayer, but a gift we give ourselves, a way to release the pain and move forward without the weight of resentment dragging us down. The pain of betrayal cuts deep, but the lessons it imparts can shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. False friends, like leaves in a storm, are quick to disappear at the first sign of trouble. They flutter about in moments of sunshine, basking in the glow of your success and happiness, but the moment adversity strikes, they are gone, carried away by the winds of convenience. These friendships, while seemingly close, hold no real weight or value, offering only the illusion of support without any of the substance. Like counterfeit coins, they may glitter from a distance, but when tested, they are revealed to be worthless. True friends, on the other hand, remain steadfast, their loyalty unwavering even in the most difficult times. They are the ones who weather the storm with you, offering shelter and solace when the winds of life are too strong to bear alone. Sex, in its truest form, is a conversation, a dialogue where every touch is a word and every sigh is a punctuation mark. It is a language spoken between two people who understand each other on a deep, emotional level. Each caress, each glance is an expression of desire, love, and connection. When sex is infused with love and respect, it becomes a celebration of intimacy, a moment where two souls meet in perfect harmony. But when sex is devoid of emotion, when it is reduced to a physical act without meaning, it becomes hollow, an empty conversation where the words are spoken, but nothing is truly said. Infidelity is not just a choice. It is a culmination of many small choices, each one leading further down the path of dishonesty and betrayal. It is a decision to prioritize momentary desire over long-term commitment, to choose secrecy over transparency, and to place personal gratification above the well-being of the relationship. Infidelity is a labyrinth, a tangled web of lies and deceit where the paths of respect and honesty are often lost. Once entered, it is difficult to find the way out, and even when the affair ends, the damage lingers, affecting not only the betrayed partner but the betrayer as well. Living is learning, and every choice we make shapes us in ways we cannot always predict. The experiences we have, both good and bad, leave marks on our hearts, shaping our perspectives, our desires, and our relationships. In a healthy relationship, dreams and fears are shared in equal measure. True intimacy requires vulnerability, the willingness to expose not just our strengths, but our weaknesses, our doubts, and our insecurities. It is through this openness that love grows, and it is through shared vulnerability that trust is built. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As painful as betrayal may be, it often opens doors to new understandings of ourselves and others. It forces us to reevaluate our relationships, to question what we truly need and desire from our partners. Betrayal, while devastating, can be a catalyst for personal growth, a turning point that leads to greater self-awareness and a deeper understanding of what it means to love and to be loved. True friendships are not exempt from flaws, but they are resilient despite them. They are not perfect, but they are genuine and built on a foundation of trust, loyalty, and mutual respect. Like diamonds, true friendships are strong and unbreakable even under the pressures of life. They may have their moments of tension, their ups and downs, but they endure, growing stronger with each challenge faced together. Sex with love is poetry. Each movement, each touch is a verse in a beautiful, unfolding narrative. It is a symphony of emotion, where the rhythm of the heart guides the body in a dance of passion and connection. Without love, however, sex is merely prose, functional, perhaps even pleasing, but lacking the artistry that makes it truly special. Infidelity is a cross that many carry in secret, but its weight is visible in the eyes. It is the burden of guilt, the silent regret that follows the betrayer long after the act itself is forgotten. Life, much like a mosaic, is made up of countless experiences, each piece essential to the whole, even those we would rather forget. A healthy relationship is a delicate balance between giving and receiving, a dance where both partners contribute equally to the harmony of the relationship. It is not about keeping score or measuring contributions, but about mutual care, respect, and understanding. The pain of being betrayed is deep, but the ability to overcome it is even deeper. True strength lies not in avoiding pain, but in facing it head-on and emerging stronger on the other side. False friends, like mirages in the desert, promise much but offer little. They appear when you need them least and disappear when you need them most, offering only the illusion of friendship without any of the substance. True friends, however, are the refuge where we can be ourselves without masks or pretenses. They accept us for who we are, flaws and all, and offer unconditional support no matter what life throws our way. Sex, when genuine, is a celebration of connection, a moment where two people come together in love and understanding. It transcends a physical and becomes an experience of emotional and spiritual closeness. It is a fire that can warm and comfort or burn and destroy, depending on how it is fueled. Each day of life is a new opportunity to be better than yesterday, to learn from our mistakes, and to grow into the best version of ourselves. True relationships are built on small, daily gestures of affection and understanding. They are not grand, sweeping declarations of love, but the quiet moments of kindness and care that show your partner they are valued and loved. Betrayal, while painful, teaches that forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others, but about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. As we bring this reflection to a close, we hope that these shared quotes and reflections have illuminated not only the paths of the heart, but also the complexities of human relationships. Life, love, betrayal, friendship, all are intertwined, woven together with threads of choices and consequences. Each quote is an invitation to reflect on our own experiences, to learn from the past, and to better understand the world around us. As we come to the end of this reflection on life, love, betrayal, and the true essence of friendships, we encourage you to take a moment to think about everything we've explored. What have you learned from these reflections? Has something resonated with you or sparked a deeper understanding of yourself or your relationships? We invite you to share in the comments one thing you've learned and will bring to practice in your own life. Whether it's the importance of trust, the strength found in true friendships, or the value of forgiveness, let this be a space where we all grow and learn from each other. Your insights matter, and your experiences can help others as they navigate the complexities of life and relationships. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We look forward to hearing your thoughts and continuing this journey with you.